so what we've done is we've come back down to labs. So that's where Abe and Janny were. I'm just going to come through this way, because the fastest way to the Canaan portal is through here. Let's actually pull out our laser, because this is... It hits multiple times, so it generates very little light experience per hit, but it does it multiple times.
A restroom.
Oh, come on, I just pooped.
Adversary.
Don't you adversary me. Well, we'll take your magnum rounds. Right. So I have done something, which I don't usually do, which is I've brought a toilet with me. I think there's an outhouse just inside, but snagvine seed that side. Night essence there. Is that zombie in the face? Then we can come up and we can open this portal. Achoo! Now I usually come through here with night vision, so it'd be nice to do this with torches instead, I think. So what I'm going to do actually is in the less scary spots. Ooh, I've just got the X-ray and the other one. Fair enough. The bell tower is broken. Oh, lovely. They toasted that man alive. But I really like Canaan. I think it's a brilliant, brilliant map. Come down the road a little. There's the way to the village. Pretty sure this way just leads to like a broken bridge. Yeah. There's not really much out there. We are going to get a lot of crystal shard noises as my armor keeps like turning on and off, which is a little bit annoying. But what I do want to do is brought the toilet. We're going to just make it when we need it and then drop the poop, because there's not really any point in us doing anything else. So we're literally just effectively we've got a bucket in our pocket that we're going to shit in. Yum, 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 yum. Package and leave the bag. Does a weirdo shit in the woods? Yes, he does. So the Canaan the first time you run through is a long, long perforation. I do wish there was more that we could take from here, like these barrels and things. I wish you could just pick them up. We've got a crossbowman up there. And we can't open that door. So there's really not much we can do at this gate, so we've got to go down the side road. That's right, we want to... might come back here when we've got more equipment, because I feel like there's loads of stuff in that water that we've just not seen. Yeah, we're going to work our way around the village to get into it. Because there's lots of these little areas that are really, really good for fishing. Alright, we got our first Canaanites. He's hacking away at Hex Tree. Now these guys suck. They do so much damage. Can you please not set me on fire, gentlemen? Yeah. Lots of damage. They dropped some really good weapons and stuff, though. Right, so we knocked you over into the fire, you just roast. But yeah, they didn't do very nice things to some of the other members of the team. But if you interact with him, you get your trans recon badge, which, you know, another cosmetic, which is nice. They drop a lot of silver as well here, so grab up some silver while you're in Canaan. Oh, God. Heavy bleed. Can I stop that? There we go. So these guys will just cause you to bleed pretty horribly, and are considered obstacles rather than enemies. So you've got to do some serious work to put them down, which is mildly annoying. Yeah. That basically sets up everything we're expecting in Canaan. And as we're going between zones, I should probably try and keep my main torch off and use the X-ray. Just so that we can see what's happening, but then when I'm in positions where I actually need to engage in combat, I can use my headlamp. I hurt my leg. Another little fishing spot. And apparently I did hurt my leg, so let's glue that back together. Yep. Oh, he's chopping away. Let's go for him first. How did I miss? Deep wounds suck so bad. Right, let's get some healing juice in us. And we're going to keep bandaging and bandaging and bandaging. Come on. Ah. There we go. God, these guys suck. Might switch over to the hammer. I might have a bit more luck with that. These guys are wrecking me. I just love looking out on that, like, just everything. Like, I get that the area is also, like, cursed and dreary and sad. Oh, he dropped his pitchfork. Like, it's not a good weapon, but it can chop up remains at a good quality. So, I mean, it's better than my pickaxe for, like, dismembering them. We can get access to another couple of crops here, so we can get mouldy corn, which isn't very useful. We can grab some apples, so we can get apple ice cream, and I think we can make apple pies at some point. Come on. There we go, back to being invisible. So we've brought Spuddy because there are actually some really powerful drops from these guys. I think it's partially just down to the fact that it's a bit of a pain in the bum zone. Don't you fucking get there. Fuck me! How do you get to do that? basically, if they get to the alarm bells, they will ring it and loads of enemies will spawn. It just alerts everyone to the fact that we're here. In certain areas of the town, it causes more enemies to spawn in. I don't think that applies in this area, just because there are no like black doorways. But I think it is genuinely just, I've got to hope that I get the double damage on my sneak attacks. Because if I don't get the kill, do I? I need my skills to be a little bit higher. Their axe as well is a brilliant weapon. Right. Invisible. Prithee, I tire of corn. Look, you have taken 3 hits. That's what I was here for. Yes. Ah, yes. I mean, that's not the only thing I was here for. But the splintered crossbow is a rare drop and can be made into a really nice upgrade to the reinforced crossbow. So it doesn't like upgrade the crossbow, but it's an alternative. Oh, come on. I need to bap you in the head, because otherwise you're going to hit me with your fucking pitchfork. There we go. Right, so because I've got what I wanted, I don't really need to kill many of the rest of these guys. I could just walk past them. Might kill some of the axe guys, but like the rest of these guys, I mean, what's it really going to do for me if I kill them? But this is the big prize here. Because pumpkins are a really good food item.
Have faith.
But I do also...
We will burn.
Oh, god damn it. Take another one just in case. Right, pumpkins. You go in my fridge slot. The apples, I don't really mind. We'll worry about apples later. I think I get something if I investigate that scarecrow? No, fair enough. Right, but we're through the first section. Heck yeah. We want to head right to the back corner of the village over that way. I hope it's just because they've increased the drop rate or because I've got Spuddy. Because I have had some sessions where I've done like 4 or 5 runs of Canaan and not seen a single splintered crossbow. And it is such a... it's a really nice weapon. It's like a... it's not got much more damage than the makeshift, or the reinforced, but it loads like a chamber. So it's a repeating crossbow. So you can get away with like the renewable ammunition, but don't have the concern about having to reload after every shot. Don't you dare, you piece of poo. Give me a hexwood. And we want to stop and have a chat with this chap. Grab the diaries just because I like lore. Unique pumpkin painting. How you doing, mate?
A fine day to you. Yeah. Holy smokes, you're Gate.
Yeah.
Can't let them see us talking too long. They'll blow my cover. We came to investigate this hellhole, but they caught on to us. And well, you saw what happened to Dr. Mitter and Dr. Jessup.
Yeah.
Look, piece of advice. The cavalry's not coming. Keep your head down, or you'll end up a Christmas ornament on one of those goddamn trees.
Yeesh.
There's a chance Dr. Riggs is still alive, though. I heard them yammering about a witch lurking in the swamp. But
Not the
everyone's
swamp
a witch.
witch.
Or a demon to these freaks, so who knows? I'd bet Lenora's doing just fine. Heck, maybe she even knows what happened to our portal gear. But reaching her through the mines and the swamp? Good luck. Now, if you don't mind, take care, will ya?
I love how he's pretending to be like an NPC. It's
There were
great.
4 of us, but what happened to Lenora? I don't know. But I haven't seen a body, and this is Lenora Riggs we're talking about. And you know they'd string her up if they could.
Yeah, probably. Really important we finish this
Keep your
guy's
head down,
dialogue
okay?
tree.
The only reason I haven't been barbecued by these maniacs is I blended in. Good luck with that. Gate hired me as a chronophysicist. Now, I'm a fisherman. There's worse fates, I guess.
Yeah.
We came to study the place. I mean, this is a lighthouse for perforations. The currents were off the chart. Dr. Tengu was obsessed.
It's
She'd
gorgeous.
freak out about the lodestone, if she ever finds out. Looks like it turned into a one-way trip though, didn't it?
Not necessarily.
Oh, and don't eat the corn, okay? It's not good. They gobble the stuff, and it's doing something weird to them. Something wrong.
Alright.
After everything I've seen, all I want to do is keep off their radar till help arrives. You do what you gotta do. But me? I'm just gonna keep fishing.
And now we've got the insulated rod recipe, which is just a significantly better fishing rod than the base one. And it also allows you to catch stuff like electric eels without getting hurt. So it means we can come back here and do actual fishing without risk, which is pretty nice. Saying that, we'll come down to the shore and wash the schmutz off me. Right. So we've got like the central plaza. There's lots of stuff here, but like not a huge amount of things that, you know, I'd be desperate to get. There's another one of the hexwood trees there. I'm not going to bother faffing with it. What you can do is if you get the hexwood helmet, it causes them to stop attacking your back, so you can then just break them normally. But then you've got to be wearing non-like stealth armor in the middle of this area, which doesn't sound like a wise choice to me.
Have faith.
I can catch a couple of woodsmen. I'll see if I can give them a good bap. Because we've got a pickaxe, so we don't need, not pickaxe, pitchfork. So we don't need more of them. And the axe is really nice because it's a heavy, sharp weapon. But it also deals acid damage. Which is ever so slightly ridiculous. Ah. Oh, I need a little nap. I'm sure we'll find a spot where we're a little bit safer. Yeah, crystalline armor really does just trivialize this section. It's a little bit slow, but it's not the end of the world. Just unlocking these doors does not open a shortcut, by the way. You want to come all the way down and out. Not really anything down those sections. But we want to come all the way down. This is the gate where that gatekeeper was. So now we can just access the town instead of doing the big loop all the way around, which is, it's going to be handy for future trips. Whee! Really nice to know that actually you can scrap the chains for silver now. Because I'm going to need to do a lot of that. Oh, someone aggroed on me? Ah, that guy. He's going to ring the bell. dick. Well, we're going to take the opportunity to not have a nap because I think I've put my cot away, haven't I? Oh, come on. Right, that means we're going to have to make a break for one of a couple of locations. Because there are spots we can sleep here. But they're a little bit more defended. So I'd just rather not have the stamina penalty. It's a bit of a pain in the bum. I think I can open that door from the other side, but not this side, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, some free sneak experience just for scooching around here. Because I'm pretty hefty, we are getting that little bit of strength XP as well, which is not the worst. It's just slow going. If you massively weigh yourself down with the crystalline set, like to the point where you're running basically at this speed, it doesn't wear off, so you can like just walk. But I mean, let's face it, it's not like you're going much faster. It's funny that I managed to set these guys off a few times, but
I feel it.
no real repercussions, which is nice. Excuse me, lads. Yeah, we can sleep on these pews. So I just want to knock this fella out. And we can take a nap. This is one of those perforations where the first time you go through, the enemies are significantly easier. But then you come through a couple of times later, and they've got a lot more going on. I don't want to sit, I want to have a quick nap. It's a bit of an awkward one. Right. Bit of a shame you can't take these lamps. Alright, back to crouching. Got more guards, more pains in the bum, sneaking 9, that's nice. If we can get to sneaking 10, we'll have a lot more luck with the sneak attacks, because at the minute it's a 1 in 4 chance, which is pants. It goes up to that 50% once you hit level 10. Yeah, that's another little pathway opened. We've got 2 routes that we can take at this stage. We've got to go down both anyway. Is that another hexwood tree? I think it is. You can see that church upon the hill has got the Order's symbol on it, which is, ooh, strange and weird. Right, there we are. Just want to grab plenty of hexwood, because we are going to need a fair bit of it. It's not like the most like long-term useful item, but it is something that we're going to want a fair bit of. Grab your silver. So we do want to head into the mines, but we do also want to head up there. I think I might do that first, because we can take the zipline back down and then head up through the mines. Alright, I need to start putting my torch back on, because I keep forgetting that you guys can't see as well as I can. Right. Yeah, because there's not really anyone down here, but there is like a repair station over here. Is there someone in here? No. Not really anyone on the bridges either. There is another hexwood tree though. Give me that. Yeah, so we do want to come back down here at some stage because we will be using this repair station. Right, I want to make sure my grenades are on my hotbar. So I'm not going to use the vacuum for an awful lot, I'll be honest. Right, so we're coming upon the church. Pretty sure there's another couple of people lurking around out here, so I just want to be careful. Maybe not. Right, let's break you. More hexwood. Yas.
Friends, let this truth reach your souls. The deceiver's works around.
Like a little area down here. What's going on here? Oh, this is the gate down by the fisherman. So we can bypass the entire town if we go this way. Which is very nice.
This world, our very bodies, were crafted to capture and tether us in storm.
But that guy wants to have done everything inside because I'm a little bit nervous that
His harridans have removed
flag everything.
stone. But we were not defeated. We have claimed his tools and shall turn his weapons of deceit against him. By the very wheels of damnation we will open a gateway to truth. Parting the curtain that conceals, we will purify our souls to meet with glory in that distant place. Then shall the door to paradise unlock, and the treasures of eternity appear.
Yeah, your eternal treasure's working out for you there, bud. Nope. Get off me.
You will not corrupt us.
Bah! God, how does slapping me with a book hurt more than me hitting him in the face with a pickaxe?
Deceiver!
Ah!
Soulless!
Oh, right. So we've got his diary. Let's take him apart so we can get his hat. And for some reason, some tech scrap, which is very interesting. We can unlock everything and again, just make sure we're getting our shortcuts opened. You can see this is where the gate team were setting up. So we need a lodestone fragment for that. Agents of the Deceiver. Ooh. What have I got that I can dump? I'll just eat the apples, like at the end of the day. Oh, and I can throw away the corn. I picked it up. But I am going to need the extra space. So, nom 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 nom. No harm in eating them. You need loads of them anyway for the recipes, and like you don't really find many. Right, so we've cleared the church, so that's now open to us. We're going to head into the mines. So yeah, I'm just switching over to the X-ray just because I need to save a little bit of headlamp torch. It's such a blue light, it's cool. It's been a little while since I've done this, so it's like just remembering where all the enemies are. Yeah, see them. Pretty sure they're going to aggro on me as soon as I latch onto the ladder. Oh no, I made that out of that. Is there? Yeah, there's one more over there. That is an axe wielder. Come on, axe. Oh, no, 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 no. Scrap. There we go. We can't complain about loot. Run him down and bap him in the noggin. We are stealth. Yeah, we'll drop down here, crouch again, because there's another little camp out here. There's not really anything past there. This is just another spot where you can get a bit more silver and a couple more kills if you're looking for them. But I'm not super desperate for that right now. To be fair, I think we're going to walk away from Canaan with a lot of the things that I would have wanted from the zone. So I'm not actually too worried, which is actually quite a nice feeling. Right, so that door is locked. Yep. So I want to scooch around. Beep boop, beep boop, beep boop. Let's switch over to that. I should really be bringing like a charger with me maybe, or just some field batteries. That would probably be the wise choice. Yeah, so we've got that open now, up the ladder. The windmill's cool, but it's just really noisy. It's like, I wouldn't live here. And we get in the bucket. You know you gotta get in the bucket. Oh boy. And we're up. So to the left is a shortcut back, so we're not going to take that. And this side we have got a little bit of a parkour jump. As long as we're not massively overweight, it's not a problem. The light doesn't really do an awful lot for us in the swamp, I'll be honest. That is something to interact with, though. Unbelievable. Here we've got bogmen. They're kind of cool enemies, I like them. They do get right in your way. And sometimes they can drop lodestone fragments, so... I mean, if you kill one, back it up. Oh no, the witch wants me to go away. Do you think we should go away, guys? Oh, no, he's doing a stupid snagvine attack. I should have jumped that. But yeah, the laser pistol is just I really like it. Dead plant does nothing. Leather scrap again, we've already got that. Yeah, you just really don't get much in the way of accuracy experience for using the laser pistol, because there's like no sway, there's nothing else going on, so it doesn't take much to really use it effectively. So we dropped dead plants, some other scrap. Nothing that I really care about. Can you hear a bogman stomping about? Yeah, there he is. Zap! 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 Then he does his ground pound thing, which causes vines to pop up underneath you. But again, they just really don't stand up to the pistol. Lodestone.
A new arrival.
You're right, Dr. Riggs.
Apologies, I thought you were one of the village idiots. Of course not one could have made it past those creatures, though several tried. It's good to see a colleague again. We came here to study this place, to find out why it attracted our perforations so intensely. We certainly found the answer. The lodestone, they call it, but the locals disapproved of our curiosity toward their holy artifact. They slaughtered Dr. Jessup, burned Dr. Mitter, and took our portal gear. I can't even get a signal, so those Luddites have clearly damaged it. I was hardly going to give them their bauble back after that, was I? And anyway, that lodestone is our ticket home. Or what's inside it, rather. Take it and listen carefully. It's powerful perforation technology, and we can use its internal parts to repair our equipment, if you can find a way to smash it apart. The anvil down in the village could be useful. They treat it like a religious artifact, but we know the most significant science is done by breaking things. Then, we just need to track down our portal gear. Start with the maniac in the church. Whatever he's done to our equipment, the lodestone fragments should be more than adequate to fix it. Almost 2 months stuck here, toolless, helpless, 2 of my team dead. If it could have gone worse, I don't see how.
Well, you could be
but
dead too.
You made it past those creatures. Maybe you can get us out of here. The lodestone is
Let's try.
extraordinary technology, but surely there's something in the village you could use to crack it open. Just get a little medieval. It was my job to protect us, but there were too many, too fast. We were underprepared, and I admit, not very subtle. I know exactly what Derek will say. Those poor fools never dared look inside the lodestone. But if we don't at least try to find out how it works, how it's constructed, to understand it, how can we call ourselves scientists?
Simultaneously.
Just do it gently, yes?
She wants us to smash it and go medieval, but also be
Clearly,
gentle and
there's been
careful.
some issues at Cascade, but why Dr. Tenku and her team couldn't re-establish the connection, I have no idea.
You have no
Suffice
idea,
to say,
babes. It
I
has
will be
been
having a frank exchange
bad.
with the perforation team when we return. This cult pursues some paranoid Gnostic creed. Denial of the flesh, devils in every doorway, the world a giant demonic lie. Hardly original, is it? But if they weren't crazy before, that corn they eat has certainly popped a few kernels, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
We're unsure of the exact date, but it would seem to be the 18th century. But is this our world or a bifurcation? There's so much we don't know. We could be more certain if we had our tools, but they took almost everything.
So, this is the bit that leads me to suspect that this is actually the origin of the Order. Because we read that other document that basically said that these guys are a splinter cell and they're nuts. But this is set 200 years prior at least. So, in theory, it could be Gate entering into this village, causing that chaos, us stealing their religious artifact and shattering it, that caused them to then develop into the Order. That's my suspicion on it. I might be wrong, I have no idea. But at least that's where it sort of leads me to think.
The townsfolk are enthralled to that madman in the church. Every last one of them. A demagogue, if ever I saw one. Humbler than thou, hypocrite. A human disease as far as I'm concerned.
Alright,
I think even Dr. Kesey's under his spell. He's been fishing down by the dock for weeks. Completely lost his mind, it seems.
Oh, he's just
Those
making sure he
things in
doesn't
the
die.
swamp. I'd been fending them off with subsonics, but I wonder how they got here. If the lodestone is really an anchor of sorts, did those creatures come through a perforation?
Well, what's weird is
From the
those
same
creatures
origin?
have
By accident?
lodestone fragments, so
I
they
don't
must be
know.
analogous to the
It
lodestone.
sometimes feels as though everything here came from somewhere else. Almost 2 months stuck here, toolless.
That's her dialogue
helpless,
exhausted.
2 of my team dead.
There's
Could
a
have gone
couple of
worse.
things
I don't
out
see
here
how.
that I do want to go and get.
You made it past those creatures.
So,
You can get us out of here.
don't worry about going through the
Lodestone
muck.
is
You can do.
extraordinary.
It just stops you running.
But surely there's something in the village you could use to crack it open. Just get a little medieval.
It's gross and squishy. Right. There's something hidden by a tree, which I do want to investigate. I believe it might be one of the ones at the back. Don't think it's this one, but you know, it's worth a look. God, the swamp water is squishy and gross. Check around these little bushes. Because one of these has a little secret. One of them has a not so little secret. Yeah, that's a hex tree. Never actually found it myself, but I know it's out here. There is a collectible figurine, supposedly, by the base of one of these trees. This one's a very important one, because this teaches us the Cursed Hood, which is the final part of the Hexwood armor set, and stops the trees from attacking you when you're milling about. So they are pretty good. It's by the roots of one of the trees in the swamp. I may have to look it up and take another look through at some stage. Because there is a figurine in here. And it's one that I would quite like to add to my collection. Oh, we've got an itchy snoot. Well, I've checked all those ones. I've either missed it or I'm just being daft. Either is possible. I'll have a quick poke down this way just to check. Pretty sure there aren't any trees this way. There's another hexwood tree there. on, give me that sweet, delicious material. There is like a little path behind her house, but it doesn't actually go anywhere. Just like does like a weird loop around. Ah. That just loops us around there. Oh god, my light's gone really white. I assume it's so you can actually light this spot up if you want to make a base up here. Personally, again, probably wouldn't want to live in the swamp. You know what, I'm actually just going to Google the location quickly. Because I know it's here. Oh, it's in a bush. We can do that. Right, let's go and grab that then, and then we'll leave this spot, and then it just means we don't have to come back all the way out into the swamp anymore. Is there anything I can just leave? I don't need 2 crossbows. I was glad that they dropped it, but at the same time, I only need the one. Right, so we are heading...
Desert's more hydrated than I am.
Oh, shushy mush. This one? Ah, that was annoying. Right. So I accidentally drank the stinky water, but we have our Layak bobblehead. Right, let's get out of the swamp. Can I sleep in her tent? Not that I need to, we're actually about to just leave. Got the resources we need. I've got a personal teleporter as well. I could just leave and take the entire lodestone. Which I'd be half tempted to do. You know when you know that a collectible or something is in a place, and you've just got a stupid head and you just don't find it? Pretty sure that's what just happened there. Yeah, so Canaan, it's a longer perforation, but it only takes about an hour to run once you know where stuff is, and that's with us taking it relatively slow and sneaking everywhere. We should be in a position now we can just run up to the church, drop in the fragment, and finish it. Then we just need to gather some more magnetic alloy, and we can get our next keypad hacker. So that will be pretty sweet. Didn't get a woodsman's axe, which is a bit disappointing, but yeah, it's fine. So what I might do is, between sessions, just go and loot all the stuff out of the storage area, because I've got the crystalline armor. It's literally just going to be me walking between those storage units and grabbing stuff. The Reaper's not going to be able to see me because I've got the crystal armor. Like, the game offers you things to counter basically anything that you come across. You've just got to be sensible and look to see what you've got access to. So I will go and do that, and I think that would be a decent way to get on with the next one, would be to just be popping back in. At that point in security and making our way out. Boop. And we now have the perforation to leave. Popped out in a holding cell. Oh, this is how we get this holding cell. And that gave me the thing for the containment bots. Fair enough. Yeah, so that is Canaan, and now we can finish security. It'll be really, really quick to finish actually now. And then we'll make our way to the next zone. I can get a couple of materials,
locate a rest room.
and then we might do a base move episode. I think that might be a decent thing to do. Just like transfer a load of stuff to the far side of containment, because I think I'm going to live up by where the Tarask is. I think that might be a nice place to just chill. Because we'll have some automated defences anyway. Oh, I brought the toilet with me, didn't I? Na-na-na-na. Right, I will get all this stuff packed away. Does this do anything weird when I, like, jiggle its head? God, I hate that thing. And I will bring you guys back next time. So, as usual, if you can, like, subscribe if you like the content, and if you want to leave me a comment, tell me if there's anything I've missed or anything that I should be doing, please let me know. I'm going to do a bit of grinding just in between again, maybe work on some fishing levels and things now we've got access to the better rod. And I will catch you guys next time. Bye!